Hello teacher, my name is Sherzodbek and today I'm gonna explain assignment 5 from our course Artificial Intelligence. So let's take it start. So our assignment 5 was about the two tasks. So first task is about traffic. So we had to write an AI system to identify which traffic sign appears in the photograph. So this type of the cases will be useful when we're gonna use the self-drive cars in the future. So self-drive cars was integrated by AI and it's gonna make it some decision by seeing the photo in picture, yeah, and we're gonna make a decision. So it will be useful case. And second task was about the parser and write an AI to parse sentence and extract on phrase, and it's mostly about the NLP, the natural language processing. So I'm gonna explain it by detail. So let's take it start by our code. So the first task was about the traffic system, and the goal is to build the AI model that can recognize the traffic signals from the images, and this important in real life self-driving cars, as I already said, and where the system must understand the road sign. The data sets I use the German traffic sign recognition benchmark dataset, which contains 1,000 of image, which is divided into the 43 categories. As you see here, there is our a big data set. So each folder represents a different type of the traffic sign. So let's continue, and there will be our amount main function is which is called load data. So its function reads all images, these images and from dataset folders, and each image is resized by 30 pixels, so that all the images have the same size, and also assigns a label to each image based on the folder. So next one is the model. So I used a convolutional neural network, to implement for TensorFlow. And the beginning, as you already noticed, I used TensorFlow of a library. For what kind of library is that? So I'm going to explain it by simply. So convolution layers detect features like edges and shapes. For example, do we say shapes there? The pooling layers reduce image size and improve efficiency. Flattening layer converts data into the vectors. Dense layer line patterns. Dropout helps preventing overfitting. And the final layer is softmax classified into 43 categories. And let's continue for training. How I'm gonna train a model? And of course, I'm gonna train my model by our dataset because it's some kind of a machine learning, isn't it? And the model is trained using a labeled image. Then it's tested on using unseen data to measure accuracy. So we have to get model with get model, and so say model if file name provided. And let's continue. Get model, return compiled CNN model, like already said in this case. And for result, for example, let's run it. And the result is gonna notice. So everything is gonna work as correctly as I already said. So but there will be some kind of a warning, but as you see, everything is working as well. So everything is working well. So model successfully learns to classify traffic signs in good accuracy. So it's mostly it was about my task. So thank you for this task, and let's move to the second task. So second task was mostly about the sentence parsers, the natural language processing, and the goal was about to analyze sentences and extract the known phrases, and the usual and natural language processing for understanding the sentence structure. So approach, I used NLTK, which is Python library for NLP. As you see here is an NLTK library. So tokenize, of course, is gonna divide by tokens, like already you guys know about that. And the process function. The process function converts the sentence to lowercase and removes any words for the contain the letters. It uses tokenization to split the sentence into the words. So let's move to the grammar. So grammar was mostly about the core idea, and define the rule using context-free grammar where as sentence, you guys have to remember that, NP noun phrase and VP verb phrase. So for example, a sentence consists of a noun phrase and verb phrase, and noun phrase can be a noun or determiner plus noun, and we have to parse this data by analyzing that. And the parser uses grammar rules to build a tree structure of the sentence. So np chunk function, why we need np chunk function? Let me show you. Actually, np chunk function, we're going to use this function, we're going to use it for function extracts noun phrases that that doesn't contain other noun phrases inside of them, and this are called the smallest meaningful noun phrases. So let's move on. For example, in the sentence, Holmes sat a red armchair. For example, let's open one of the examples. So, for example, there will be a Holmes sat, yeah, and Holmes. That extract the noun phrases. For example, the Holmes will be extracted as a noun in this case, and the other sat will be like will be verb. So NLP working like that actually. For the conclusion, I'm gonna say that computer vision model for classifying traffic signs and natural language parser for analyzing sentence structure. So both tasks that demonstrate how AI can understand image and human language. So it was mostly about my second task. So I'm done with my assignment, teacher. So I hope gonna see you in our class. So have a good day.